And there is also the issue of families being told that they have to accept what they're being given by schools, by, for in terms of special education services. And that's not actually the case.
Yep, like, hey, at least you're getting this.
Yeah,
No.
students are entitled to a free and appropriate education in the least restrictive environment. That does not include a school or school district saying, well, this is what you're going to get, take it or leave it. That's not how that works. And it's particularly concerning that things like that are still happening, even though there is an influx in cash in many school districts across the state that's meant to help educate students. That's particularly meant to help better educate students receiving special education services.
And there are specific cases, legal cases, Landmark, that define and stipulate this is what constitutes a FAPE, a free and appropriate public education. So yeah, it's not like you can just say, well, you're getting this is what you're going to have to take. No, there have been cases defining what exactly that is. And if you don't need it, if you're just telling families this is what you get and you don't need it, then you are violating the law to which these students are entitled.
And across the nation, school districts are having to fight with governors who are politicizing things like wearing masks and getting vaccines. And there are people in power who are basically standing in the bully pulpit and trying to browbeat districts into not taking appropriate measures to protect staff, and protect students, and protect families. And this is an incredibly toxic environment in which to try to educate students. And we know at the quote unquote best of times that students receiving special education services often fall through the cracks. That got even more worse and more apparent as the pandemic progressed. And now we're at a point where our leaders are fighting with the leaders in the school districts to stop them from taking precautions to protect students.
And it also puts barriers between teachers when all that they would need to do, what they need is to come together and be united, have the same goals, etc. But because these things have become political tactics rather than actual needs, oftentimes, it just divides them. I mean, I'm not going to name names, but I've certainly had that happen with multiple friends of mine who are somewhere in the education field or disability field.